ekobasa wo nko na ayira wo yire na eno kire se wo nko so na ese wo yekuna na by force se wo yire nti wo nko na yekuna na court ne behwe.
Okay. 3, whether or not plaintiff not living with that Lumba for 17 years constituted abandonment.
Court ne so mbesa ahwemi say ye mama Akosua Serwaa otu Lumba asaram for so many years in fear dodo pi no semrem ne bemu a enkyere obi a otu obi pa ahwi to na asaram na court ne so behwe.
4. All right. 4, whether or not the plaintiff causing his lawyers to write to the Lumba.
Ghana Info TV, so politics, trending news, and some hodra ejugu ewo abafofra manso ne yankasem Ghana ha honsem no bi na abrini na ye de eba bedamo na ene de ye sorry ne asanso ate asemfofra redie emuodu ankasa Ghana Info ye de nim say ya dofofo mu ni ho ayenso ni ho ntini senti na abrini bebo ehomodin say ye de video a no krokrojin ye de bi eba besom na ene video a trended the EPC in a few gongo should be brand bar a babichum younger.
Before then, may patrol Ubia sending me gist into Mamma Mo and no sana. That's awesome.
Nama what also the information Nama CID you so prosecutor no so catch Nama what also the information Nama ni CID you.
Oh, the yen to us yen kind judgment answer. Yen kind judgment. All right. So be a monarch in Nenya mintino. Mebo just ne later. Nana thank you. Mebo just no but yen ready judgment na monarch deja me behame pa. Ana monarch. Me pesa obeda.
No ya.
Me pesa obeda cry. All right. Ain't you for wow, I know said there are a lot of you, and when we started reading the judgment, most of you were not here. What I have with me is a 49-page document of the judgment. And in the High Court held in Kumasi, in the Ashanti region, before Her Ladyship Justice Dr. Dorinda Smith Atta, High Court, on Friday, 28th day of November 2025. We are on a journey, okay, to take the judgment all through and through again. They said you started, I told you, said this platform, but it's a platform you're open for everybody. But we're doing the judgment, and I say, Obia Baswa, you can come and share in your opinion. Oba. Just that platform where you're but you see, the way the judgment was going, some of the people felt like the judgment wasn't that important. And now the judgment no more by importance to people until we have seen, for the very first time, most and I say some TLWs have decided to read the judgment on their platform. It's very surprising. But you see, back then when we're reading Obia tried to get engaged, you will understand most of the things that caused so and why the judgment came out the way it went. And we are reading it all over again. We are taking it all over again. We are going to explain everything for Obia to understand. So be on this journey with us, and I'm sure most of the things are yet can what you say. All right, so on the face of the pink sheet is Akosua Serwaa for sue. Sued number is there. Akosua Serwaa for sue. Germany, okay. Versus she's a plaintiff. Mami Akosua Serwaa is a plaintiff. Versus Ebusia Penny Kofi Owusu. 2 Priscilla Ofori, a year Odo Bruni, and then a transition funeral home at Hacho. They are the defendants. What you're saying, judgment, or say we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, and it stays 2 Corinthians 13 verse 8. All right, introduction. I can't say we are starting from scratch. As you are reading in Abacho Bola screen, so this is a case in which Akosua Serwaa Fosu, the plaintiff hearing, seeks a declaration that she is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Ghpagetv Fosu, aka Dad Lumba.
Point then a person mentioned criminal. Like
and he said the Makania now watch it.
Okay, nti kind first paragraph no point 1 no kind
introduction or say this is a case in which okay main kind first one is all right, that's fine. This is a case in which Akosua Serwaa Fosu, the plaintiff herein, seeks a declaration that she is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Dadlumba, and as such the only person entitled to perform the widowhood right of the deceased. She seeks an order from the court to restrain the head of family of the deceased from ever dealing with the second defendant, Priscilla Ofori, as spouse of the deceased, and a further order restraining Priscilla Ofori from carrying herself as a surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Dadlumba. The plaintiff alleges that she and the deceased married at the Civil Marriage Registry in Germany in 2004, and that their said marriage subsisted until the demise of Dadlumba on July 26, 2025.
Thank you. So I say the kind of first and not all court assembly war date call any do ye plaintiff, any do ye defendant. Emremono, yenche munchetim telewa for see a case will be a plaintiff. The wakobo kwa do ewo court in a friend plaintiff. Ena do ye defendant na dear yabon kwa do a oko yin hoana. Inti hano plaintiff mami Akosua Serwaa kimono. Ena defendant no osama nipa miensa. Busha paying to pack on the defendant udi kind ena odobroni defendant otoso mienu ena transition funeral home omo amoso toso miensa or sama is half for miensa ene ba introduction ye bie kronani no. First point as sister Rahel Akinkaina essentially no sums up the relief of the court name niema no hwe free court no or say ono ye mami Akosua Serwaa ye plaintiff obebo kwadu no ade ohwe free court won ho ne say court no entu din say ono nko a ene okunani Dadlumba eja no achi ana eyira Dadlumba eja no achi no nso nko a ne wotumi say oyekuna obi anka ho bi kunani guda enu achi no court no enhye say abusuapan to park ema onya twaka bia wo ne Priscilla Ofori ntem wo yi ne ho enti wo catch court say court ne nhye abusuapan to park say ohu ayi odobroni kwa wanda yi mountain ani ewayi ne ho ema wona ni twaka bia de toso miensa ema Priscilla Ofori yendofo papa bi nso emfa nche ni trim no ne nama bonten emfa ne ho so ono nso Lumba yire bi ono nko a ene oyire na ono ogidi yi se one Lumba ware ewo German mrem Civil Marriage Registry wo Germany 2004 sa o ma ware no so no na ewuma na ware ni nguye kosise Lumba wi no ni nja ware no mo chese wo mo tesa warefo a woda ne nchen da bia no aduane ma Lumba di a chese ti hwane ka chese ware na gu 2026 ayewami afia ne wuma ansa ne ba bedura 2026 ena Lumba ewuye no wuye ni nyina na ware ni gina ho de o kan no.
All right, thank you so much. Number 2, it says that the defendant opposed the claims in its entirety and denied that the plaintiff contracted any valid marriage with the deceased in Germany. The documents tendered in by the plaintiff were challenged for their authenticity. But I say, Rahim, you're welcome. The documents tendered in by the plaintiff were challenged for their authenticity, validity, stating that they suffer from irregularities. Okay. The defendant, however, contended that Priscilla Ofori was married customarily by the late Dadlumba, bore 6 children with him, and was the only person who took care of him during his long illness until his demise.
Enti Akosua Serwaa ko boss a ne kwadu no. Ena introduction number 2 no makachos introduction no o twa asem ni nyina mfonyi a kire asem na yakọ court ho no o ma ye ho mfonyi ntu am ye hu say Akosua Serwaa di kan be kasa ono nkwa na yikunani ono nkwa na dad lumba ware no ono nkwa na yeso yikuna ena ono nkwa na yesen nkayi no ese one abusuapanyi dili press no for evidence say ma no ebeye bi ense se ofre no ho say yire ena abusuapanyi to park ono tini be bi no as the first defendant and the second defendant e press no for ono so na lawyer for buy no so okay kwadu ada be boy yenso sia no yini enya no credit asema mama Akosua Serwaa be kanyina oboa omo so say saasema obeka say ono ene ware no oye eyira ye ware na under Germany ne blah 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 no the opposite omo so njintum na krata ne kra na omo de bedi adanse say certificate no oyisu words minu bi wa ha omo challenge ne authenticity ne validity che say di edimu animu ye duru ni nyina no lawyers na anjantum a wan jantum ne edi ko wie say enkrata na e bae na say jirigogo polumpalam kamfe ne kana sembi wo hondodo intoma anjantum nemom omumum kasi so say odobroni de yaware ne fie aware agitum se de akana mamrem yaware oba wo fie agina ware ne nyina no ono nso so owo mansia e ma lumba a on netena lumba ho hwe na akosi se lumba to ne komu wie lumba yare ya wo ye bed ready nyina wono a ba akofo samre na de so ye no wen intisi e peyira ono na ye Interesting.
All right.
So
So much. The third one, yes, we are not tapping, guys. Let's tap. You see, whenever it comes to education, a lot of people do not want to stay on the platform. So you do 1.2, 1.3, 1.5k, 1.7k. Me patrol. Adia can very important because this is the basis of everything we are facing now. And explain. This is the genesis of the problem of that lumba, and I said the problem of that lumba story, the genesis of it. If you are reading it, bear in mind, it will help you in your submissions. It will give you a clear picture of everything that happened. In Kawasema, you know exactly what happened. What I say, aha. All right, Yantoaso. The third one also says that also the defendants contended that the deceased that Lumba showcased Priscilla Ofori as his wife publicly for more than 15 years, and as a married wife of that Lumba, she's entitled to be his public in Ghana and abroad. Nelly, what's your question? Monarch.
Some museum. They toss me and say, or say, oh my abo mukwadu no, or manu ye ba consonant say, that the lumba, or the presla actually will be our in fact, or the presla to Nikum say good year that just sister Rahel come, no, the nature we are seeing publicly, baby, Jama de or no. And a lumba the nature we are for 15 years in fear dunum. Or the nature we are seeing in our son in fear dunum. And unti or no so Eddie Musi a friend said, oh, you couldn't. Now, a semi at that courty. Ama abonten so any nipa we are seeing now, Ubia ni sema, Ubia person of hair as I said the Bekwaku until I say this case has generated great interest and sentiments from the general public in Ghana and abroad. Ghana for anyone I want to coin as I be asking here will be any dear tribute.
All right, Yentoaso. I feel called pleadings, okay? Pleadings. Mami Akosua Serwaa pleadings. That's the number 4. It says that the plaintiff filed a writ of summons out of the registry of this court on 2nd October 2025 against the defendants jointly and severally for the following reliefs. 1. Monarch, I want to explain that I'm into also. All right. For 1, an order of this honorable court declaring that the plaintiff is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwedofosu, aka Dadlumba.
Tini pleadings, no. pleadings ni ye niema odi akoto court anim se court eni mi ranum judge for massive ni we na me hwehwe firi mo se monyema me o se yema me Akosua Serwaa October the to so mienu afimpinu eni adununum 2nd October 2025 no eno ko file case no court eno de nsemi betoto court nanim se eniema me hwehwe se court mo be ya ma me ni ade ne enyema na o se de dikan o se court ne se court no declare ono nko aso ono na yira that lumba eja no akiri eno ne didi kan yento aso.
Number 2, an order of the court declaring that it is only the plaintiff who has the right to perform the widowed right of the late Charles Kojofosu aka that lumba.
The tosumi no a ohwe se court be yama ne se ono nko na court ne nhye se onye kuna ni mfe ni kunani GSSP kunani senior house mistress yate. The tosso 3.
All right. The third one is a further order restraining the first defendant from ever dealing with the second defendant as spouse of the deceased.
The tosso me ensanso first defendant here no busha paying to pack. Court nation ne say emo twaka bia with that lumba yi no ho. The tosso 9.
5. After the service of the writ with its accompanying statement of claim on the defendant with the exception of the second defendant.
It is like Rahel.
Hey, 4. No. All right. 4. An order restraining the second defendant from covering herself as a surviving spouse of the late Charles Kojofosu aka that lumba.
Until the Rahel Kenya yedika kind of pain. Introduction. Many reliefs of the court until the tosso 9 no. Or says record se court nhye odoboni se emane ne nam mfre no so elumba ireda odi kan eka court se court nhye abusia panyin se mo ne odoboni ndili wayi no ho or says record se ema odoboni kran so mfa nhye nitim so elumba ireda wo wa obeware wo pese wo kire abusia panyin de wonye hefa na Ghana ha oba ware kire be ma wo ware ne abusia panyin de wonye enso de court na ni why afi 5 na yanko
5. After the service of the writ with its accompanying statement of claim on the defendants with the exception of the second defendant, herein referred to as D2, the first defendant, herein referred to as D1, and then the third defendant, herein referred to as D3, filed conditional appearance.
Enti the okanyina ne say maame no abra o this rate of summons ne enkrata semeka ho any claims e ka se claims enema o hwehwe se e wonsem nim no ebedi mu no o de koto court na nim no ye serve wo mu nyina afa na wo mu nyina ye serve obi a ene wa chechim se ye bo we di a we di conditional appearance e wo ho se e wo se ye de ade ma wa court ye serve wa obi ko sama wa yes a enter appearance no omo defendants no so they did so omo enter appearance omo file conditional appearance yes.
Okay, inti pacho going forward no baby abehu D1 bia D1 ye busia penin D2 eyo doboni and D3 the transitional funeral home. Yes. Yeah. All right. The Council of D1, D1 I only say Abusia Penny. The Council of D1 filed a 34 paragraph statement of defense on 22nd of 2025. D2 also in a 40 paragraph statement of defense filed on 27th of 2025 counterclaim for the following reliefs.
Enti 6 no say eye busha paying to pack na lawyer any of the Bruni lawyer so say okosama e omo a na agbo mu kwadu e so mu so be yi omo ho ano enti sa aboso me na ma me no eko file case no sa aboso me na October no nze ma me no ko file na 2nd October but 2nd October na chi no e na ebusha paying to pack so lawyers on the 22nd of October no omo so ede 34 paragraph just omo nsema mu kruchel gu nkrata so no na ye ensemsini sa aduasa na 34 paragraph statement eno mo so de kokko yi omo ho ano eno do broni lawyers nso ede 40 paragraph ensemfu asa ya chichemu nkrabata sa adua 940 omso kruche gu krata so sa bosome na ne de toso aduonu nson October da no October bosome na omso de gu krata so a omso de court say yenso ya no yie ma me nse ma obeka na yenso ya no yie nti beti o ma no yie no omso so de court no.
All right, into the counterclaims of Odobroni, 1, declaring that the plaintiff was not married to Dad Lumba as at 26 July 2025 when he died.
Enti almost so mom the court say ma court say ma mi we say no ne Lumba wa ware ma ko sise Lumba wu ye said o kan no introduction nim na enye no kre da set time Lumba wu 26 October July 2025 no ne Lumba wa ware enye no kre almost do mo kan no eye odoboni Dad Lumba ebe fi e de ni di be ma na wofo eje ne nsema ware se de ye na akana mamre mu no pepepe.
All right.
The lifetime.
Yes. 3, declaring that the second defendant is the surviving spouse of Dad Lumba.
Tiawa, you trying to show up on Chipudia. Odoboni Dad Lumba ira wajana chiri. Simple and short.
All right. Number 7. Counsel for D3 filed Bachoyaka D3 D3 transitional. All right. Counsel for D3 filed a 15-paragraph statement of defense on behalf of D3 on 30th of November, right? October 2025. Okay, October 2025, in which it denies substantially all the allegations and claims of the plaintiff. The plaintiff filed a 29-paragraph reply denying D1's defense, and 26-paragraph reply and defense to counterclaim to D2's defense and counterclaim and joint issues with the defendants.
Or say D3 said Mr. Rahel kind of what D3 and then transition for no so Edin sem for ankrabata sa dunum 15 paragraph defense statement eba be board ye maame Akosua Serwaa be kan nya no kre enu achi no ena Akosua Serwaa sa ba biu ena o sa de 29 paragraph in sem for ankrabata sa eduonu nkono ebe be kan say ensem a abusapan to park edi aba as the defense statement mu aye e won ensem no ho ene de odoboni so be kan ye ne counter claim ni na no ono so onjintum. Okay, and I'm going to be super.
All right. Now the issue for determination. Okay, issue for determination.
It's the issue for determination. Yeah, say you can say issue of determination. I dear court ne babeshe. Court no. And you baby jina so dear asem no babe country.
Okay. So at the close of the pleadings, the plaintiff formulated 8 issues and the defendant also faced 6 additional issues, but the court with counsel struck out 4 of the issues, joined some and added 2 additional issues. The issues set down were as follows.
Inti ote ye wie nsem ni nyina no na se ma me Akosua Serwaa ne nsem be nwotwe e no pese ye hwema no e na omo mbe yi o ma no so de nsem be sensia enso be yi an na so court ni nyansem no ensem ni bi wo ha na ayese ya asem a eno a na esi etwa no nto omo yi bi frim e no mo de mi bi so be kan ho se be asem ni nyina be tia wa preko ama yi nyina na aye krokrowa inti nsem ni bi ne ba be tie ni de court no ebe the court ni ba like ensem oba bedi no ene ma court ni ba behwe se etisa na entisa na court ni ba be kire no.
All right. I was from Bachoy and Tosso. Okay, so the first one, whether or not the plaintiff is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwedofosu, aka Dad Lumba.
Court ne say ade di kan ye ba behwe ene say ye ba behwe say ampanyampa ni nuane ampa Akosua Serwaa won kwa na Lumba ire say de opese What the other two in na.
All right. Number 2, whether or not plaintiff, if deemed the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kojofosu, aka Dad Lumba, is the only person entitled to perform the widowhood right.
Afei so court ne behwe say impo ekoba se wo nko na ayira wo yayire na eno kire se wo nko so na ese wo yekuna na by force se wo nko yayire nti wo nko na yekuna na court ne behwe.
Okay. 3, whether or not plaintiff not living with Dad Lumba for 17 years constituted abandonment.
Court ne so mbesa ahwemi say ye mame Akosua Serwaa otu Lumba asaram for so many years in fear do pi no semrem ne bemu a enkire obi a otu obi pa ahwi to na sarama na court ne so behwe.
4. All right. 4, whether or not the plaintiff causing his lawyers to write to Dad Lumba demanding her share of the properties they both acquired constituted an intention to dissolve the marriage.
Court ne say Akosua Serwaa on the 4th of September 2018 otro letter de command Dad Lumba na wo chere Ghpagetv amoye a wo pe wo chefa wo mi se oni Lumba mo pese mo di chimpe no sa letter na wo tro no na enkire se wasi wadwen mpo a wonam kwan so na pese ko gya aware na court no so obehwe sa asem no so.
All right.
Asem na edum.
Whether or not the second defendant can be deemed as a wife on the basis of customary marriage.
Court ne so mbesa hwe se se kase yakwa ware obi ofia eye nyina so emu odu a yebetimi aka se ono nso so eye yire a yeja ne kira na.
All right. 5, whether or not the defendant can be deemed as a wife on. Okay. 6, can it be said that the second defendant living with the late Dad Lumba for 15 years and having 6 children with him constitutes marriage?
Court ne say ade ba ko mbesa hwe ne say odobroni oni D2 no oni Dad Lumba atena for enfie polypoly dunum no na wo mamu nsia no eno no wa kana mamrem na say in our society dey betimi ahu ne say eyaware na enya aware ye behwe no so.
Whether or not the plaintiff and the late Charles Kojofosu married validly under the federal laws of Germany.
Court ne so mba fie o mani ahwensem nim say the tankers ni sama ne tamfu nso ni say Charles Kojofosu ye ofa eyampa say mame Akosua Serwaa asema o ke ne ware o Germany ampa eyampa.
Whether the plaintiff initiated divorce proceedings against the late Charles Kojofosu during his lifetime.
Court ne so besa hwem say Akosua Serwaa Lumba ti ase no otu anamon bia na chese wona mawareja ye kwan so a otu a oduma ne pa junction ho ana say wa anya sa de ne da court ne sine nyina obehwe.
All right. 9, whether or not the plaintiff and the late Charles Kojofosu cohabitated and shared cohabited and shared matrimonial household when he later relocated to Ghana.
Hey, court use it more than asema na mode ba hey. Court ne say wo ade ba ko mbesa hwe ne say Dad Lumba every Germany betina Ghana no. If ye mame Akosua Serwaa wone ne tena dan ba akum eda mpa ba akoso eye chakadu eye dia warefo ye nyina miwra mewie wadwane o daddy memfa nso hyensi ho napkin gu ho wo ye ni nyina bi court na ka onya ye na ka sema ye kenkenye daily graphic court ne say wo mbehwe se Lumba free Germany betina Ghana no mame Akosua Serwaa wotimi betina Lumba nchen 1 week mpo ene ne tena sa warefo under the same roof eda mpa ba akoso edi bomu ba akokata omo ho.
Eze so for dem aye kan na eye nema court ne show and as obehwe ho aka ho asem. All right. 10. Okay. 10, whether or not the late Charles Kojofosu habitual residency was Ghana or Germany for at least 15 years prior to his death.
Erade appeal na ye bola appeal na ye beans. And so na court ni visa do o say baby say mfie dunum that lumba mfie dunum na the time on odobroni train nyina na yebisa say Germany fie wana Akosua Serwaa team no na eho na ye oyisu word bi habitual residency or say whether or not the late Charles Kojofosu habitual residency was Ghana or Germany or say court nso mbehwe say that lumba mfie dunum atwam no na baby a wote pa o hwe na ho na Germany na say na Ghana ya behwe no so.
All right. 11. Whether or not the late Charles Kojofosu, okay, my kind of whether or not the marriage between the plaintiff and the late Charles Kojofosu had broken down under German laws as the time the later relocated to Ghana.
Or say, ye behwe say, answer na Charles Kojofosu ye offer that lumba. Na oba Ghana no ma ware na Akosua Serwaa na SS no ma ware Germany na a breaki it say TV and IC ashe anas na breaki aware na breaki anas na breaki ye court no so mbehwe no so
yo monarch one chemu ye mama san kan biom or say whether or not the marriage between the plaintiff and the late Charles Kojofosu had broken down under the Germany laws as of the time the latter relocated to Ghana.
No na make can say o say ombehwe say as at the time Alumba o relocate better Ghana na ware no mo so ma ware wo German mrem no na ware na a breaki na jira na so pin to say Eiffel Tower na Paris no.
All right. And the 12 and any other further issues arising from the pleadings.
And afi bibi fufo bi ebe free ensem kan ni aba ra baby yedu na me de pa baby aye be gura no mane pa asambo ho e ho de papa paragraph 9.
All right, Elzavo Bacho Yambo love yendo 200k. Let's go. Now we are coming to the plaintiff case. Mami Akosua Serwaa case power the court na e ho na yedu na monarch say e ho na e de kama panti Bacho Yambo love na so
yendo you free me panta
monarch I don't know
what is over things mami bi ko kan ho
hey Bob Nasa one song before the court case. All right. Wow. Song there we pacho yendu 200k na yento so o share the wa me monarch explanation ni ada ne kwa oh Charlie asem ni mo de ye pa enti no Mommy bought anyway. I should repeat the song. No, motipa, mo ya support pa and say 10 you person me repeat it. I was therefore you do 200k. Let's get to 200k and then let's continue the judgment. In fact, say the judgment so you are feeling it. Once you are getting interested. And what don't tibacho timu nya but train yen baba mo yes obi na born when mo say se unya bo na bo ne jo baba bo o baba bo na bo ne jo na bo se bo ne de what I say enti let's go on a ride enti mo amosi anyum ne yam denti mi mo na bien pa cho me ba let me see something yes so I should pay attention ampa mo na time enye mo na time de anka me koso abonyon but yentos. All right, Mona.
You are video for a reason.
Well,
shopping borders. Everywhere. Shopping borders.
All right, and so now we are coming into the plaintiff's case. It was a phone patrol as we are yegusu canning in now. Hey, Serwaa. In fact, at this time I miss Serwaa, I miss King K and Sir Alex.
Oh.
But this was what we're doing from the beginning. To Serwaa, baby, I will be on patrol. Please appear, baby. I could be
enter appearance.
All right, I was on patrol. Now we are coming to the plaintiff's case. Okay, plaintiff, no. All right, 9. The plaintiff testified through her attorney. Patrol where was on a teen ye. Now we mami Akosua Serwaa na ekasa. O jina mami eyi Gina nemu ekasa. So the testimonium come out court in it. The plaintiff testified through her attorney, Georgina Osei-Bonsu. In her evidence in chief, she said the plaintiff is the lawful wife of the deceased, Dad Lumba, both in by custom in Ghana and under German law.
Thank you. Osei, plaintiff case. Yema mi Akosua Serwaa. Na asempa ne senti ha. Asema ma me de court ne be kenka ache me. Plaintiff case. Akosua Serwaa na asem no anything. Na nipa wo kan say the right ha kana. George no say bonsu no. Enye ono na ekasa yi Akosua Serwaa na ekasa yi. Si ekasa obi lawful attorney na chese wate ne ntesu ato na nim say court no minya da agement wo. Ko kasa ma menti de asema ye be kasa George na ka bia na Akosua Serwaa na ekasa. Supreme Court 2012 election petition ba umiati adakem na asembia na ba umie kembia asema Akufo-Addo ene jik obechibilamte eso onkoka sana de ese edin kati akoka bia de na John Mahama so ne omo chairman so onkoka enti enye ba umia na eka na se Akufo-Addo nsem na oka we so saa ye ma mwati asesa sebe ya obehu se ensema ye beka na ha nyina ye ma Akosua Serwaa nu asem enti o se ye ma Akosua Serwaa emrem nipa wo yi ni se onkoka na nsem ma no your friend George no say bunsu.
Yeah, I could say
na all man evidence in chief na dance ya emu oduru no. Oka kire Ghana nyina ni wiase se ye ma Akosua Serwaa e na Ghana mrem amamrem ene German mrem no. Waware na oye ne yire yate ento aso.
She continued that the couple got married on the 23rd December 2004 under the German law at the Civil Marriage Registry, Bornholm, Germany.
O say December da etoso edunumiensa ani ebronya yebira holiday mu na afimpinu ene 2004 eno ne da lumba eware o German mrem ewo German bia yeje emraware etum efre ho German Civil Marriage Registry I will cry if any Bornholm mu ewo Germany ampani ampani nuane ampa yakwacha ki date no so saa da na date no yapon saa office no no matum enso ma mi so mo ware ho nyehwe yento aso.
All right, before the civil marriage, the couple first married somewhere in May 1991 at Bomso in the Ashanti region, having been in an amorous relationship from December 1985.
A car banner. Your baby's a questions or how?
Hold on, I need a pen.
We doing your pen. Until I'm casa honey with the partner. A car banner. Right.
I need to a year of dates and times and all that.
Technical part church. Main prop. Ware no civil marriage no 23rd December 2004. And also mo ware Kumasi Bomso 1991 May. Samre no so no before some be ware 1991 no oni lumba atwempene mu odin efi December 1985. And also mane pa Sambo Junction so.
Okay. Monarch, hold on, I'm writing something.
Oh, I'm holding on. Hold on. Help is on the way.
All right. Yeah, I was having bacha yen tasu. Okay.
And yeah, my Akosua Serwaa say. Only lumba ware wo Germany. German German marriage registry. 23rd December 2004. Muntie date na yakeka ne yeni fi emfi no. Na ansa na kwa so mbe ware wo German registry. No ma ware Ghana. May afempi ahankron ene edokron ba ko 1991 Kumasi Bomso. Ansa no mba be ware efia ware 1991 no ne lumba atwempena since December 1985. Na yemi sansem bi wa ha o 1985 no ne kwakupon papa ware na egu ana 1991 no ne Bruni Shendela ware o Germany na egu ana asemo kan na em de say they were in an amorous relationship from December 1985. There's only lumba free chain plano 1985 that time no ne kwakupon papa ware net sen na egu ana na wo ho no ne Shendela nso e ware wo Germany no yedim se 1991 na ware no ho and oba Ghana sabe wari lumba nti when the cause bigamy and then the man come near the dead sano abadwuma mfa nkwa adwundwuma yento aso.
The couple begot 3 children and added that they never divorced until the demise of Dad Lumba on 26 July 2025.
Also mo ware omo ware wo mami ensa fefefe na ware na nguda Lumba ewu kra on the 26th day of July 2025 na ware ni ngu yate. Akosua Serwaa na kasa no.
Okay. 10. She further stated that after the death of Dad Lumba, the head of family D1, said D1 the head of family D1 informed the plaintiff that she would not be allowed to perform the widowhood rites.
She Lumba wu ya ena busapen to pack catch and say wo mema wo nye kuna ni bi da Lumba wu ya na busapen catch and fetch say lie yinim say on odi control letter eko trotro nsem me busapen order na busapen so ma was reply no yento aso.
She mentioned that D1 and D2 averred that the plaintiff's marriage was dissolved as she abandoned the deceased for more than a decade, which is not true. She said the plaintiff visited her deceased husband periodically in 2001. Patrick, taking note of the date.
2011.
See, Mami Akosua Serwaa periodically visited Dad Lumba in 2011, 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2018 when her mother died. Mona,
hey, Mami nim trucha enye hwe o say ye Mami Akosua Serwaa say ono enye no kreda na asema Dad Lumba busu apenye feni to pack e ka kire ono enne se o ma kwan e ma ono onye kuna ni bi e na oto aso se
hono monarch there. That place is very questionable because it's not true said that Lumba wu ye na busapeni sem o mama Mami Akosua Serwaa enye
sendire make we chanto no
busapeni first interview call and sana even all back to confirm that Lumba's death or ka said that Lumba wo yenu mienu na okan yo o describe odobroni saying say on share that name odobroni but Serwaa de onim no and all the other things that came on and she was a penny ka say e ma mienu no nim say that Lumba fa e ma mienu na be kuna it didn't change entino Mami Akosua Serwaa court na ka was go catch court ni say me di kan 2 letters every busia penny.
Thank you.
I responded to me letter and say wo kra no yenim se woni Dad Lumba no wo the letter aba be jai aware entino ye ma na krampa na say ye wo man entino wa ko he rather went to court straight away to tell the court said Dad Lumba wu ye na abusa penny catch and say onye yire o santo aso catch court ni say the enye no kra ni say Dad Lumba tiase no on obesra Dad Lumba periodically na look at the dates where your court Mami Akosua Serwaa some of the court na yeka Mami Akosua Serwaa no masem true ni attorney na ni yeka or see obesra Dad Lumba in 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2018. These were the only 4 times Mutimi Kai actually court say Mami Akosua Serwaa all the God knows said the 70 years was 19 years or whatever years that Lumba if you at the bar Ghana no or Bestrano 4 times. And the last one or see when you can't say
her mother died.
Her money Mami Wuyen. And these were the only 4 accounts. And so bitina bunting a cousin of 2000 and other obey the other dates biabishim and yeno cre. The court and a yeka court say about 4 times 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2016.
Ryan, and umpunya court na on na can asem.
Some of representative court, yes.
Which is a small kind of plan or boy because Wono sana oba it might be so about Ghana 2011 2012 2014 2018 but then chese na okulumba fi na native sa warefo and as I say no utu kwan na ba immigration ye je o passport na ye chew location if ya okotem nyina ewumo
all right yen o de monarch yen to aso ono ye we ye ka ono ananu ase
mo so monya ti obi ade by monarch 23rd December 2001 was fourth advent in Germany. Genti ase no chire say. Munja isa motete maame ne to sa Germany for munja isa. Yento aso ra yento say maame no ekoka kire court say eya asema to park eno do broni ka say na ware ne egui na ujada durumba ho oto na jejemo oto na ni wan free that durumba na nya no kre no 2011 2012 2014 2018 nyina no na obaga wankase no oba she said plaintiff visited her deceased husband periodically. Let's just say Abriano Brand be woman no abakakra and no 4 years 2011 2012 14 18 which is a lie but what kind of court
right yento aso the 11 says that she mentioned that the deceased's name was listed in the funeral poster as an in-law and he was allowed to perform in-law rites. She said it was the plaintiff who bought medication for her deceased husband and that the deceased confirmed so in a video when he was celebrating his 60th birthday, so she did not abandon the deceased.
Or say, hey, and through me patcha how you do her, maybe I a quick exercise me. Or say, mami Akosua Serwaa. E ka che court nyina say. Wono that the lumba kra no. Ye de bi nche ne mami ye poster so. Ade e che se o ware lumba ne ba ko no o che no. Na that lumba dinka ye obituary poster na ne din wosu bi. A omoma akwan man lumba be ye ensiye munti o nti o peso che se lumba ye ne mami nsiye bra ono Akosua Serwaa mami wuye lumba be ye ensiye. Eno saka se ono Akosua Serwaa na oto no bre lumba wo Ghana ni nyina no munti o na oto no bre lumba e wo Ghana a e confirm video bi that lumba o di ni 60th birthday kra no o sa kan a e kire se that lumba enya de ono Akosua Serwaa oje ni mu nema me pese hye ne so ne enro so to bre lumba and the fact that o say ono Akosua Serwaa wan tulumba ajeje mu Rahel me pa cho 2018 letter no
the 2018 letter no Sir Alex Abantin, I'm sure said he'll project it. It was from me patcho. We are looking at the judgments, and as we are going on no, we are looking at a court in the West no use you realize say mama Akosua Serwaa mami was in 2018. Okay, and the letter Mami Akosua Serwaa the bread that lumba was 4th of February 2018. Now letter ni no Mami Akosua Serwaa herself stated in the letter say ne mami wu ye kwada lumba mama yensi ye but the name of court Obeka say ye that lumba din eba poster so as in-law na that lumba be yensi ye.
Enti fura ha mama nkan kakra wa ha o say 2018 letter no. She says recently she lost her mother, but you refused to attend the burial rites. Instead of consoling or comforting her as customs demands, she was rather shocked. She wanted to kill you and put poison in your food, a fact you know to be palpable untrue. Ya mami Akosua Serwaa ya okojina quarter was say lumba baba ye ensiye na ensiye lumba be ye na chesenya asam kotwano 2018 so say wu lumba me mami wuye be ye ensi wa cheswa ensi asempo na nkampeso abechechire me rempo abaye ade esesenka aso eyema na ase wa me ye ensiye no wakoka no court say o mami wu lumba na be ye ensi nti ma wo se me ka chem za Akosua Serwaa won ka no kre again ose no to no lumba umi ntia sem di okan
You're welcome.
e wo letter na mu bim ose we represent okay our client says she had the maybe a point to say free Germany ho with no only any justifiable reason no maybe our instructions are that for 34 years you have known our client as your wife with whom you have 3 children but without any reasonable cause you have deserted the matrimonial home for the past 5 years. Enti or say 2018 was na Lumba ni any justifiable cause be or the bag Ghana. Lumba so the yare ne bag Ghana. Also say na auto no bre Lumba. Enti now Lumba had the justifiable cause and has no justifiable cause. Fi Rahel yen to asom ko be bia ne na mane pass am.
I think it's
We just wanted to expose my men and trouble what you trying to be.
all right.
On kind of correct.
12 near say the attorney maintained that the plaintiff was the love of the deceased as he composed numerous songs for her and that D1 in the early days after the death of the deceased confirmed that the plaintiff was a lawful wife and she is the only one known to the family until he changed his position due to his parochial interest. Wow. Did she listen to the interview by Abuzapeni?
Mami obet me twantra mami bonsam kwa talk bonsam message judgment on unya daji rema unsa mami Akosua Serwaa e osanki ye di asenu ye ne two tables ne lash na chipa mami no o say wono kwa na ye that lumba kuma hotofe kohwe lumba nyum ono kwa na lumba ne di atoto nyum sa ono kwa na lumba eba be wuya na onim de si ye na ase ono a se ne parochial interest view se de jafi di ase enyeme bi ye comfort kana but ono na the love of that lumba ono so nkwa na abusua ne nim no chese ono nkwa ne nipa na abusua ne nim no onto se ne masesa
and what there be more na kanya kano pache tie amisa kan bi umna tie ni
can be
or say they are 20 the love of the deceased as he composed numerous songs for her. No, Pache say, now that number done into your bonum be man. And D1 depending or see and D1 in the early days after the death of the deceased confirmed that the plaintiff was the lawful wife and she is the only one known to the family until he changed his position due to his parochial.
Matthias,
I say, Ebusiapeni, right from the onset, Nika said, or no one sat cat and join a Yibina Moye. Ebusiapeni, right from the onset, no, said, say, or no pet and a year until say, Ebusiapeni, based on no parochial interest, no, later, but if you listen to the first interview granted by Ebusiapeni, which me know nyina yabo platform is so Ebusiapeni first address odo broni say yire that lumba yire a one na wo name mo no Ebusiapeni de no nim no ansa na lady nesa be bisa no about Mami Akosua Serwaa say another wife eyineti ono so free Germany and Ebusiapeni babeka say oh Serwaa ono de ono na minimum no Serwaa de minimum no because say he actually give an instance telling say onim but Ebusiapeni ka say even odoboni de Ebusiapeni ka say ene no obi kra timi kofa or eyere no afa ne nanfofo edinachi because that lumba ordene ho obetimi afa ne nanfofo ana obi edinachi akọware kra ebi abusua no kra no opa no be mo obi abopo mo obi ma. That was how Ebusiapeni referred to odobroni even before and offering your friend a year, one friend a girlfriend, one friend or bano, one friend he actually classified the lady as a wife. Mami Akosua Serwaa. So what are they talking about?
Yeah, right. And one hour can. enti point na Rahel achemu no Mami Akosua Serwaa say ono nkwa na lumba enti na lumba de ne bo nwum bibre na even from the onset no ono pena busa paint park declare so yere until say onim de see busa paint park but sana no video yi so yehwe bi he never declared you as the only wife neither did he declare Odoboni as nempena
No. All right. Yeah,
13
She further said that D2 carried herself out as the wife of the deceased simply because she has 6 children with him. As D2 in a suit has so described herself, a copy of the writ of summons and statement of claims was admitted into evidence as Exhibit J. Hence, D2 must be restrained in that only legally married woman perform widowhood rights, in that only legally married woman perform widowhood rights, and that cultural rights accrue to the plaintiff alone, and same cannot be shared with D2.
I don't know, like onam ho friend so ilumba yin ontimi nka so ilumba yin because one na wo memunsia chese one obia wo memunsia wo be so o kire won say wo yire it doesn't qualify you to be a wife na o kire say
the only reason say Odoboni monarch or kire say the only reason say Odoboni kire say ye yin so the lumba wo 6
one na wo memunsia na wo hwe ono D2 ne suiter o finally I was describing ho say you na is say no person kire say the fact that on lumba wo nsia no wayere na o share a copy of writ of summons na statement of claim na eno omuji to mu say adansidi o magya to me exhibit o magya to me say once ma be Kenya yate yagya to ho and that o say D2 Odoboni no e was say court no restraining no e was say court ni si no ho kwan say obene na mabonti afre no ho say ono so betia yikuna ni bi na kuna na de amamre kwan so no ene mrem no ono Akosua Serwaa pe any demand na command so yekuna obi anka ho bi.
But even here na Mami Akosua Serwaa herself has forgotten say in her letter in 2018 ono aka say that lumba akoware oban eso ne nsa de ne kire wiase nyina se ne yire no in that letter aka say that lumba aware Odoboni but court ne de Odoboni ni enti Odoboni e friend no say yire nyina no say on the lumba I was 6 inti enu nti no ma ye nkasa Odoboni enka no na onye kuna anasa onu kwa ne mfre ne yire. All right, yento aso 14. She said due to the deceased iconic brand, the plaintiff decided not to put her marital problems in the public to avoid besmirching the deceased hard-earned name or brand, but that seemed to have made D2 think that she had endorsed her immoral relationship with the deceased.
Or say
Said the plaintiff, okay,
or say 14 said na lumba iconic brand like enyum tum ye boni di obi anim no na oye popular no enu ntina na omaware issues bebre ho no no mpese beba abonten na ese ya no si ne so ne na etwapia because na that lumba wo hu se wa brain din hu no anya ntino mpese obese ni din ti no te cool enu so na ma Odoboni dwen se ono Akosua Serwaa onkasa ni ntino wanya no fo ene atantan dia no ne kunu ne ye ni nyina no e hye ni tim se ne wanya asase de obeso kire no
all right. She said the plaintiff sometimes complained to the deceased and even expressed an intention to walk out of the marriage, but the deceased out of love would unreservedly apologize to her to stay since she is the love of his go worry about which one will come out.
What is the story, pa?
She is the love of. She stated that the plaintiff did not return the traditional drinks. Hey. She stated that the plaintiff did not return the traditional drinks to indicate that she had divorced the deceased customer. Hey.
Akosua Serwaa to be trying to trouble on something shock. Hey, I mean, Pacha had a make change. Yes, I had the receipt number. 80 hours say. I saw the cry. Or say, or no, Akosua Serwaa. There are many times what complain chelumba or my worry mun say bra the other year mimpo to that cry or expressing the desire say our no be free na lumba I na no den no a patcho or shena or say cry into the near ton cry no do no nsunti that's why ja to me say Emma no crack plenty no aka say enye no credit da so the inside the jina ware no or the command lumba and see that or lie or tafre so no form okay yen konko ha de Yoko ha de why enye no credit na yate yenko ha so yeah na akwa check you from 2018 letter no
yeah one cry from the 2018 letter
2018 letter no say she says she cannot bear this inhuman treatment anymore or continue to wait endlessly for you and waste away ahaneme de pa ontimi ntwen wa no onse kwantima amene bibia ne wachese 17 years no bia nhye so ama no mfana azem ko baby mi ntimi ntina ho sa no kan ha enyeme na make no na sem ya to aso accordingly she has caused your head drink to be returned to you receipt of which you acknowledge ede baby was say ne lawyers na ka sem Akosua Serwaa lawyers 2018 was say wa me de won san bro a wa wani twa sensa no so won sa aka inte yede na afi di wura court judgment mu mama Akosua Serwaa be ka kire se won fa ne nsa bia nko da unim se judgment e won ba bi nso se brempomanso ko twa ntro se Akosua Serwaa so wan sene lawyers ne so mo ntwe nsim so se ordinance akọ gifted and Trony. You dangerous liar.
All right, I'm going to come back to us. The patcho, but love is not about screen, so patcho, let's be tapping while we read the judgment. Makacha mo said the judgment is very interesting. Ain't no say, oh, person how abeka won sema, unya semo bebia, just stick to the judgments. Unya problem bia. What I say because wait the only pana na koboning crew, on one koboning crew, and you be na eka, on one kasama me Akosua Serwaa na eka wa. All right, the end to us. 15. She again said the plaintiff somewhere in 2018 instructed her lawyers to write to the deceased to complain about some marital issues, but she did not instruct the lawyers that she had sent her customary drinks to the marriage. Jesus.
So, right, as we appeal near the Okra court, I went to Ingudi.
Let me tell you. Nyabutre. I had a nyabutre. 15. She again said the plaintiff somewhere in 2018. One said, yeah, can't be sent a letter no 2018, but one said, Ma'am Akosua Serwaa herself is acknowledging the 2018 letter here. Means that that 2018 letter, she wrote it. She said the plaintiff somewhere in 2018 instructed her lawyers, instructed her lawyers to write to the deceased to complain about some marital issues, but she did not instruct her lawyers that she has sent her customary drinks to dissolve the marriage. I will say so obi contracted a lawyer, say lawyer no intro bibi woni dima. First and foremost, the lawyers will make sure, so whatever it is that they have written, they will read to you for you to know, so this is what we are giving out. Then now bet me aka say one can tell lawyers ne say omon tro wo say what the nensa aba na nensa ka court there you are trying to justify it one kasa, but dear one kasa lawyer no ono atna baby no no a edwin yes say mama